The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
Tax the rich, feed the poor, till there are no rich no more.
Welcome to Pot Talk, everybody. I'm Jim.
And I'm Paul. For a subject tonight, Jimmy?
First subject, we had a guest tonight scheduled. She backed out. She was going from Arizona to California, and she didn't get there in time to do the show. But she'll be on next week.
Yeah, Dr. Jamie, right?
Dr. Jamie Lynn Melillo.
So, looking forward to next week. For a subject. Black Lives Matter at this... slash...
Super Bowl.
No, slash Antifa at the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. So they plan on protesting the Super Bowl.
Yeah, being disruptive, basically.
Yeah.
That's what they want to do. Do you know they're like the fucking... You know them little black bugs that come out in the spring?
Mayflies.
They're the tiny ones.
Yeah,
and they're
mayflies.
getting your eyes and shit like that.
That's mayflies.
They're just aggravating. That's what they are. Look, why do you have to screw with the Super Bowl? You know what I mean? Well, they have to get themselves seen. No, you don't have to get yourself seen. It's not your airwaves. Somebody else is paying for them airwaves. And you're trying to kidnap them with your agenda. It makes people hate them more. Wouldn't you think?
I would.
Yeah. I mean, who's going to be sympathetic to your point of view when you're blocking fucking traffic, you're throwing up banners at the Super Bowl for your stupid point of view that they don't even know what the hell they're protesting.
They never do.
They don't. And look, you can go out on the internet, right? You can find so many people out there interviewing these idiots and asking them point blank, what are you here protesting? And if you can get 5 out of 20 that actually know what they're there protesting, even though it's a stupid thing they're protesting, at least they know what they're protesting. 5 out of 20. 5 out of 20.
Well, they got a new way of calling them in. They do different groups.
Well, yeah, you're talking about how they organize to get to these places.
Right.
Well, they got buses that are paid by Soros and that other idiot that's been put Steyer, the multimillionaire there guy, Steyer, right? That's his name. He's been putting up the commercials, the anti-Trump commercials. You've seen them.
Oh no, I know. What's his name? Soros?
No, Soros is one, but the other guy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm horrible with names. The point is, they're benefactors that actually pay them to protest. Everyone knows this. And buses them in.
Right.
So, they go there, they take something. No, people are just trying to enjoy. They're not there for a political statement. They're there to watch their team play and hopefully win. Go Pats.
Yeah.
And they gotta fuck with it. Look, you can have your point of view. Don't give a shit. Even if it's stupid, I don't care. You can voice it. You go down to the town square, get on your soapbox, stand there, look like an idiot, spout off your bullshit. That's fine. But when you're trying to fuck with my entertainment, something that I pay to watch, all right? Now, you're fucking with my last good nerve. And I think it hurts the case more than anything.
I'm done doing what I have to do.
Okay.
I'm trying to catch up on here, and you stopped too quick.
Oh, sorry. Should have done the roll-on sign there.
Well, then I'd go to the next.
Oh, please, I'm plenty long-winded to do it. No, but I was just asking you.
What are they going to do? go to the sidelines, they're not going to let him in.
No. They're trying to, from what I understand,
I mean, they're going to
they're trying to unfurl big banners. So the cameras will all zoom in on it.
Yeah.
And then they go...
The liberal media will. Who's covering this, anyways?
What do you mean? What channel?
Yeah.
NBC's got it this time.
Yeah, see, and then it's...
And NBC will zero in on it. 10 great plays will go by on the field, and they'll have the cameras on the fucking side. Especially if New England's winning.
No, I saw a picture somewhere tonight. Oh, it was one of them flashing things that were the latest updates, and they had the I seen the Patriots mailing black guys on the Patriots team.
I don't fucking get it. Stop it.
But no, I think it was a while ago.
Oh yeah. It was a while back earlier in the season. They were probably showing stock footage.
Yeah, they probably were.
Yeah.
It wasn't recent.
Yeah. I mean, look. Once again. You can protest whatever you want. That's what we're here. You know, that's what...
You don't do it through the anthem, because that's just nothing but disrespect and discourtesy. Nobody's going to want to join your cause.
Yeah.
When you do that. You're just eliminating people.
You're just making people mad.
Absolutely.
They do not want it. They're there to be entertained. Why do you think nobody's watching... Not to change the subject too much... But like the Oscars and stuff now, their viewership's in the tank because they've automatically eliminated half their audience by being nothing but anti-Trump.
Right.
And it's the same thing with Black Lives Matter.
Like I said, I used to think De Niro was a great actor. Now I wouldn't watch any movie he ever fucking did again.
Yeah, De Niro. First of all, De Niro has no depth.
I know he don't. Like I said, a gangster.
What's he play, the cop? Or the gangster, Fucking great depth. Let's see him do Shakespeare. Fucking want to impress me? Fucking, yeah, do King Richard
Al
or something like
Pacino
that.
does Shakespeare.
Yeah, Al Pacino's definitely a far better actor.
Well, he's a stage actor. So.
Don't get me wrong. I liked a lot of De Niro movies. The Midnight Run, when he was the bounty hunter. Fucking great movie. It was funny as hell. Which I always thought De Niro was his best doing comedy. To tell you the truth, I always liked him doing comedy. But the point is, he's automatically, any movie that he makes now, he's a doddering old fool, right? So who really wants to see him in a movie?
Yeah, I know it.
You know,
what's he play, Grandpa?
Yeah,
which he does.
Yeah, which he is.
Yeah.
Actually, theoretically, he's like a great-grandpa.
Well, meet the parents. That's fucking, he's a grandpa, right?
Yeah, and how many years ago was that?
Yeah, exactly. 10?
Yeah. I wouldn't go see it, De Niro. Like you said, I wouldn't go see it.
I noticed.
I don't watch... Do you what? I don't even go to the theater or nothing.
I never liked Meryl Streep, but I'll never watch another movie she does.
I can't even think of a movie I've ever seen that she was in.
I seen the one with Clint Eastwood, and I forgot the name of it. It was a really corny...
Oh, you're talking...
Iowa type farm.
Oh, you're talking that
County
shitbag on the bridges of
Madison County. Yeah.
You actually watched that dribble?
I did.
Oh, my God. Did you take Midol before you did
I
it?
like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's the only reason I watch it. I didn't watch it for her.
Yeah, I like Clint Eastwood, too. But you ever see that shitbag movie he did with, what was it? Pat Ballou, the musical with,
Who?
Eastwood.
Oh, he
He
did?
did a musical with, it was Raquel Welch and, oh my God, the guy from The Dirty Dozen.
Dennis Bergman?
No!
Kennedy?
No! Fuck. Oh my God, he was a huge actor.
Yul Brenner?
No! No, he was the guy, the guy that ran The Dirty Dozen. Somebody know? I can't believe I'm drawing a fucking blank on it.
Anybody want to call us? The number's 1-800-508-5431.
Yeah. Give me the goddamn name. He's like a huge actor.
I don't know.
But anyways, would never, ever watch that fucking movie. Never seen a movie with Meryl Streep in it. I've seen one movie with George
She did one with Cher, didn't she? With the nuclear power plant. I think that was her and Cher.
Never seen that either. What was that called? Silkwood or something like that?
Silkwood, yes, exactly.
Never seen that either. I can't stand shit. I can't stand Hollywood. I cannot stand them fucking people. They want you to live in a way they never would.
They suck all the fun out of going to a movie and seeing them talking. All you could think of is this fucking asshole hates Trump. And she's just a belligerent bitch.
Yeah, and they've taken all the funny out of movies. You can't be funny anymore because somebody's going to be offended. Try making Blazing Saddles now. Just imagine if fucking Mel Brooks made Blazing Saddles today. Oh, yeah. It would be attacked in every way, shape, or form.
Just like Trump.
Well, yeah, because it doesn't stick with their...
And it was a conservative group that came up with it.
Blazing Saddles was making fun of white people.
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't making fun of black people.
But it was conservative people that, like I said, it was produced by, what's his name?
Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks.
He directed it. He was in it.
Produced it.
It was Richard Pryor wrote it. He was one of the writers. I mean, for Christ's sake. It doesn't get any more a guy that knew about the black experience than Richard Pryor.
He lived at a whorehouse.
Yeah,
Brought up in one.
Yeah, and a fucking great comedian because he went after everyone.
Yeah.
He went after Whitey. He went after fucking the black population. He went after everyone.
He really wasn't that prejudiced because he knew there was a lot of nice white people.
Yeah, he wasn't prejudiced because he realized white people were watching his movies.
I don't think that. I think he knows from early in life.
They're
not all white people suck.
Yeah. In Living Color, the show from the 90s, in Living Color, they went after everyone. They didn't just pick on Whitey. They picked on Whitey, but they picked on everyone. Dave Chappelle.
Never watched his show.
You should take a look at some of his stuff. It might not be your cup of tea, the humor, but you would get what I'm saying, that he doesn't go after just Whitey. You'd go, oh yeah, he's going after everyone. And that's what we need to do. What is wrong with stereotypes, Jim?
Nothing. They should be made fun of.
That's what they are. They should be made fun of. As an Italian, right? I used to go to Rivera a lot, work and stuff, because I worked down there a lot, and I'd see them guys with the IROC Z's and the hair slicked, and it was fucking classic. The 9 chains around the neck. I mean,
this is all Italians, Revere Beach and Revere, Mass.
Yeah. And it was...
It's all Italian girls.
Yeah, it was absolutely stereotypical. Do you know what it was? It was the Jersey Shore.
Boston.
30 years ago.
Right.
But it was the same mentality. It doesn't bother me. I don't care. It's the truth. That's what I don't understand. Especially when to bring it full circle, with Antifa and fucking Black Lives Matters, right? Just to bring this back to its end so we can end the segment out.
Yep.
They think that all white people are doing... They don't actually think it. It's just a bitch, but all white people have an advantage over them from the second they're born, that they're victims, and for some reason... I'm responsible for that. And they're going to make sure the Super Bowl, if they can, sucks. And for that alone...
Well, that's what they figure they can do it because the Patriots are playing, and they just figure everybody hates the Patriots like everybody hates the cops.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everyone does hate the Patriots. Wow.
Right, but they're going to put it in as well, just like everybody hates the cops. And that's what they want you to think.
The fucking sheer hate I have on my Facebook page from fucking people about the New England Patriots is palpable.
That's ridiculous.
I love it.
Well, it's all sports. There's a guy that would never fucking cheat if he could. He ain't got the
mentality?
He ain't got the reflexes to cheat.
Yeah, he does what he does, and he does it well. The teams run like a machine.
Right.
Like him or hate him.
He's not the fastest.
No. He's good at everything. He's not the best at any one thing.
I hope he gets number 6 Sunday. I hope he gets number 6.
Me too.
And it's 2 over the greatest of all
Well,
time.
you know, when you've been in the... Everyone's like, all they do is cheat to get into these games. It's like, no, there's no...
We'll also be the only one with 6 rings. I mean, 6 Super Bowls.
Yeah. Well, Brady will have 6 rings.
Right, but I think we're the only team that's got 6 Super Bowls.
Yep. And we've already been in more Super Bowls than any other team now.
Okay.
Without winning, you know what I mean? Not that we won them.
I know of 3 we lost. Giants and the fucking Chicago.
Yep. And we lost
86.
we also lost to Green Bay. Lost to Green Bay one year. That was the year with Parcells.
Right.
Fucked everything. Well, he didn't fuck everything.
That was with Bledsoe, too.
Yeah.
Made it to the Super Bowl. Big Bledsoe sucked.
He
sucked under
all
pressure.
Cement shoes.
Yeah, when he got behind, he stayed behind. You know what I mean? Brady always come back from 24 fucking points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he didn't have to be a super athlete to do it.
Oh, I was
just ballsy. You know what I mean?
Well, at a certain point, you got to do something. I mean, you got to start taking chances.
Exactly.
And he did, and it paid off.
It did.
So, have we kicked this subject into the shithole or what?
Black Lives Matter in the Super Bowl.
Yep, scratch it off, Jimmy.
All right, go Pats.
Scratch it off the list.
Go Pats.
Next subject.
We got the Obama pardon drug felon.
Oh, yeah.
For selling cocaine.
Yeah.
Just what he just got arrested for. Selling cocaine.
Yeah. Obama pardoned a shitload of felons for drug charges that weren't violent.
I think it was 50 felons.
And do you know what? Kind of in the beginning, I was like, I've kind of softened my stance on this one a bit.
Well, because the other got caught with 28 grand.
Yeah, well, they said drug trafficking and all this shit, right? He got caught with 28 grams, $1,500, and a gun. Not good.
That ain't trafficking.
Yeah, that's like...
That's dealing.
Do you know what? In my day, that was a purchase.
Yeah, exactly. That's dealing. That's not trafficking.
And I'm not shitting you. I've bought an ounce.
That's what they did.
I've bought an ounce of cocaine for my own personal use.
But that's what the Bush Attorney General did and made it into a super crime.
Right. And when I heard that, he'd already served like 7 years. So I was thinking to myself, like, he already served 7 years. Give the guy a fucking break. For an ounce of coke. But he did have a gun illegally. He did have an illegal gun.
That's a year. What do you do, on and after?
But it is kind of poetic that he got bagged for the same fucking thing.
Yeah, exactly. He learned well.
It's like, you fucking moron.
I'll guarantee you he did it because he wanted to go back in. He's institutionalized after 7 years. He doesn't... The world's changed in 7 years.
I think he's just a moron.
It's changed. He went from Obama. That's when he went in and came out.
I think he was just. I think he just fucking fell down the same old rabbit hole.
Right. Exactly.
I don't think it was about wanting to go back to jail. I think he just liked coke. And let's face it, in the day, who didn't like coke? It was a fun drug.
It was.
It made you the life of the party.
Yeah, until it got way out of hand. He was knocking on people's doors at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
Real lightly.
Selling your jet ski.
You awake? You awake, man? You awake?
And then the paranoia set in. Inevitably, that's what cocaine does to you. It inevitably makes you wicked paranoid about fucking everything.
Yeah, but what does you? Actually, you don't know how many people show up when you start doing coke. You should all put together and buy it all at once.
Everyone says that. I mean? Everyone says that. Let's just put everything in.
But it's like we do it for an hour, we run out, and let's call the guys. You got any more? You got any more? Let's go get some more.
Yep.
Another hour goes by. Same thing. We don't get it for the night. We get it by the hour.
Me and my old buddy Scott used to get it in Lawrence, and we'd buy big because we were going up because he had a lodge up on Cannon Mountain. So we knew there was no going back once he got there. So we bought big. And then, after 2 days of playing cribbage for 2.5 days of playing cribbage or whatever, or 45s, you'd go home fucking gassed, feeling horrible, broke, greasy because he didn't take a shower. The good old days. Where'd they go, Jimmy?
Yeah, I know it.
I think if I did a line now, my heart would explode.
Just thinking, I used to pay $300 an ounce of coke.
An ounce?
An ounce.
For $300.
It's from a guy from Lebanon. He was Lebanese.
Wow.
When I owned my video store.
Oh, I wish I knew you then. I would have been purchasing.
I was 89 when I got out.
I used to go to Lawrence, Massachusetts, and it was you had to go down an alleyway, and there was a church right there, and I can't tell you how many times I'd be walking down that alley to go buy coke, and like a priest would walk by, and you kind of almost had to like shuffle by them, you know what I mean, to get by, or nuns and shit, and you're like, oh my God, how far have I fallen? And then you look back at the nun, you're like, am I?
Depends what's under the robe.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to tell. But.
Yeah, I know. You're looking at eyes and nose and a mouth.
And the funny thing is, the priest was looking back at me saying the same thing. I was young then.
12 or 20s.
Not 12. And my driver's license.
Oh, so you were young too.
Yeah, it was like 17, 18. Fuck, one time the guy goes, yeah, I gotta go get it, I'll be right back. I'm getting like fucking $600 worth. I was like, you going where? He's like, I'll be right back. I was like, I'm not going anywhere. He's like, you're in my apartment. My kid is sitting right there. I was like, so what does that mean? He goes, well, if I don't come back, you can take everything in here on my kid. I go, so the TVs, I can take the TV and shit? I don't want your fucking kid. Fuck do I, that's a
kidnapping, yeah.
Yeah, not to mention it costs money. I want a fucking kid.
I know.
If I want a kid, I'll make my own.
Exactly.
But yeah, good. I used to get good deals. One time, this is God's honest truth. He pulls a plate out of crack, right? He goes, yeah, do something. I was like, because I was, I didn't want to walk around fucking high. I wanted to get back to the car. I was like, yeah, no, I'll just take what I'm getting. He's like, no, you don't understand. He wanted to see me do it. So, make sure I'm not a cop.
Right.
So I do the hit, right? And I had only done it a couple times before. I was like, you want to sell that too? Because he had a plate full of it. He's like, yeah, I'll sell that to you too. I ended up buying it. Oh, shit. I really think I'm confessing way too much.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go to the next subject.
Okay.
No, I'm only fucking with you.
The one that got pardoned by Obama and got arrested for the same crime, his name was Jerry Parsons.
Yeah, Jerry Parsons. He doesn't sound like your average, Jerry
Sounds like a parson.
Yeah, but he doesn't sound like a cocaine dealer, does he?
Exactly.
Sounds
Jerry.
Yeah, he sounds like the guy you buy your produce from.
Hey, Jay.
You know what I mean?
J-Pop.
Yeah, he's like your fucking neighborhood fucking produce guy.
J-Pop.
Well, actually, cocaine is a produce, I guess. It does come from a plant.
It does. Got to be cultivated.
That's true. Yeah, I buy all my produce from Mr. Parsons. Oh, shit. Sorry about that. Doing some fucking enhancement drugs here. All right, Jimmy, did we kill that subject?
Yes, we did.
All
so
right.
now we got Trey Gowdy. It's going to resign in November. He's not going to run
resigning.
again.
He's retiring.
Retiring.
Yeah, he's not running again, which breaks my heart.
He says he doesn't like the politics, but he's a former federal prosecutor. He should be used to fighting bureaucracy and
yeah. They live in a
politics.
world of
It's all politics when he was a federal prosecutor.
Don't let that fool you. I think he's just...
I got a feeling he's waiting in the not Belfry, but he's waiting somewhere, waiting for the U.S. Supreme Court nomination when Ruth Gator Binberg either dies or is forced out.
She is
batty,
feeble. She looks fragile. It looks like you could just touch her and you'd knock her over.
Or she would slap you real quick for touching her. So
I don't mean touch her that way. I mean just touch her shoulder.
That's
and
what I mean.
Fucking crumble like.
What did you think? Touch her crotch?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Why else would she slap me?
Because she's retarded.
Well, she's just horrible, anyways. When you have a Supreme Court justice,
Pelosi, Maxine Waters. I mean, there's just so many people that are feeble. Weren't you the one that told me you went to a pharmacy in Washington, D.C.?
No, it was my brother telling me about that. And it was a thing, this pharmacist, where all the politicians go to get their pharmaceuticals, because it's right there.
Right.
And the guy was like, if you've seen what these people had for prescriptions, be scared. They're mental cases.
They're lost.
What sane person goes into politics? It's a horrible fucking business. It's the dirtiest thing ever. I mean, think about it. It's all about fucking bureaucracy and legality. The two most fucking angering things you could...
I still think Trey Gowdy's looking for a fucking judgeship, but he's turned down for the district court.
He probably is. Or...
he wants to be Supreme Court. I don't blame him.
Or he just wants to go home.
He'll be up there for years. He can retire.
You know he never lost a case as a prosecutor?
He's a smart bastard.
You can't pin the guy down.
He knows how to ask questions.
And you can't pin him down. He's like a Tucker Carlson. You can't put the man in a corner.
For the Democrats are glad he's leaving.
Oh, yeah, of course they are.
He's the one that's responsible for Benghazi and this here and now.
I seen him fucking talk down the press corps one time. Oh my God, did he give him that? You seen the video where he gives him the dressing down?
Yeah, saying, why don't you check this out?
Yeah,
why
don't you care?
Questions?
And why don't you care?
Yeah, exactly.
And not one of them had an answer. And he even says it. Anyone? He's looking around like waiting for a reaction from somebody. Like somebody from the media. Snappy comeback. Yeah, nothing. Just silence. It was deafening. The silence was deafening. Yeah. It said everything you need to know about the fucking press corps. They are in the tank for the Democrats.
The people that own the stations are.
Well, right, yeah.
So that means the employees are.
They have to be if they want to
lick the boots of the boss. It's got to be liberal loony.
Sometimes you got to kiss the boss's ass, and evidently in journalism you always.
I don't get this. The worst thing in my life would be being played. That's the worst when I feel.
Yeah, you'd feel like a whore.
Yeah, exactly. These people used me, and I don't get it. And the Democrats used the blacks. They used the Spanish, and for what? To keep them in poverty? That's what you want?
Yes, that is what they want, because if blacks and Hispanics start to do well, right, they'll discover, like any child that goes out into the workforce and actually has to pay for their own existence, that the ways of the Democrats is bullshit. Once they see their fucking check being taxed to death, every place they turn they're paying a tax, it tends to make you a bit bitter.
Oh, yeah.
So by keeping people on welfare, they don't know what the real world's about in a way, because they're not paying.
Well, that's because they double whammy, because now they got the teachers telling the kids of poor people that you people are victims.
Yeah. So they don't even try.
Right, they don't even try. You're not going to get a job.
Yeah, you're not going to succeed.
You're not going to succeed. You're going to be on welfare.
White privilege is
white privilege.
It's already a done deal. It's written in stone.
That's why the black unemployment rate's the lowest it's ever been recorded.
And do you know what? And home ownership.
And I heard some black guy saying that Obama was going to take that credit.
Oh, of course Obama's going to. He did nothing but blame Bush for 8 years, right? While the economy tanked. And then when it starts doing good, see, I built that.
I did that.
Yep, I did that.
No, you didn't. You stifled it. As soon as Trump got rid of regulations, the economy took off. People come in, we're going to invest. Now we can get past these stupid fucking environmental bullshit.
It's consumer confidence. Drives the whole system. Because if people are afraid, they're not spending money. If people see hope, they spend money. And by spending money, it literally trickles out everywhere.
This is what creates a bubble.
No, a bubble's created when people are making promises they can't keep for other people. And they're giving loans.
Yeah, like the housing.
The housing bubble was caused by giving loans to people that had no right getting them loans.
Exactly.
They had no right getting them. And trust me, I was, at the time, I was actually maintaining foreclosed properties, photographing them, going through, every 2 weeks, mowing the lawn, shoveling the walks, stuff like that. And boy, business was good. It was good. And now I guarantee you, if I went back to doing that, it wouldn't be near as good. I mean, I'm sure there'd be plenty of work because, there's always going to be. People buy things they can't afford all the time. Car loans. If you think that, and I was a repo man too, swear to God, for 2.5 years. If you think a repo man's ever going to have a bad life, you're wrong. There are plenty of people out there that fuck up on loans for everything.
Right.
And most people, they can afford it. They're just bad with their money. And don't get me wrong, I'm horrible with my money.
Well, that's because they used to, mommy and daddy they used to having a credit card. Now they ain't got one. Now they're going to live in their own.
When you have to pay every bill from stem to stern, one bill is always going to be the one that you say, oh, I'll get away with it until next month. And then it's, oh, I'll get away with it. And the next thing you know, your fucking car's getting towed out of your fucking driveway. Most people don't say fuck it with the electricity. You know what I mean? Most people pay their electric bill.
That's my lowest bill, so I have no problem paying it.
Right. Most people will skimp on food. Right? They won't pay their fucking...
I skimp on food. I buy a lot of peanut butter and jelly and cereal.
Yeah, see?
Just so I can drink more.
They won't pay their car loan because they always think that there's a buffer. Or there's a way to hide it. It's a car. I can hide it anywhere. Right. So that's one of the ones that gets ignored. Taxes. Property taxes. If you realize how many people lose their houses every year because of property taxes, their mortgage paid and everything, and they lose it because of property taxes, you would be fucking shocked. Because it's one of them things everyone says, they're not coming for it today. They're not coming for it today.
Right, then they forget about it.
But if you don't pay your electric bill, they come and shut your electric off.
Unless you got kids.
Right, yeah. And then
they check your age, and that's what it is, and then you just kind of shut it off.
See, in the old days, you couldn't do that.
Right.
Now you can.
Yeah.
In the old days, they just shut you off. That's it.
Whether you had baby or not, you were on your own.
We don't give a fuck.
You got yourself a pot-belly stove real quick. Inside your house.
I never understood that. Because without your car, you have nothing. Pay your fucking car loan and make sure it stays registered. Whatever you have to do to keep the car on the road. Because without it, you can't get to work. Right. Everything else, it's like a domino effect. You can go a month without electricity. Most people find that fucking scary as hell. I'd rather go without electricity than have no fucking vehicle. Get to work and back and shit. Noted, I'm not going to pay the electric anyways. Anyways, I think we killed that one. What the fuck were we talking about anyways? What was this subject?
Troy Gowdy. I don't know how it went to that. Him retiring.
We are fucking bastards, man.
Because the other one is State of the Union, and I know that we didn't even start that one.
No, we haven't started that one yet. Nope.
State of the Union, Donald Trump at his best the other night.
Oh my God, I watched the whole thing. I watched it from stern to stern. I actually paid attention, which is a big thing for me.
Well, I watched it the night he did it live, but I had a blackout and don't remember nothing that night.
Yeah.
And so I saw it the next day. I had to do a replay.
I watched it. I actually watched it with Jimmy, by the way.
Yeah, but he remembers. I don't.
Well, I didn't start at 5:30 with vodka.
Did I see him all that
No.
drunk, retarded? No. I don't know why I'm having blackouts.
We were laughing with Donnie about it. That we were going to be watching the State of the Union address. You got to get the fuck, stop talking to us. I thought it was great. He laid it out. And do you know what? I know he's not the most eloquent person when he speaks, but I understand exactly what he's saying.
Where he's coming from.
Yeah, I understand exactly what he's saying. I get the meaning. He's forceful, but he always leaves wiggle room. Like, this isn't written in stone.
Right.
You know what I mean? When it comes to compromise. When it's something he's
like
gonna
I said,
do.
he wants to sacrifice 2 million DACA kids there.
They wanted 800,000.
Yeah, I know it. Now he's telling them 2 million.
Yeah.
And give me what I want.
And they're not.
And they're not going to do it.
They never had any intention of doing it.
Right, and they're not going to do it. So they're going to sit there and they're going to know what they're thinking. They're going to think, well, when we throw them out, it's the Republicans' fault, Donald Trump's fault, and,
right,
not their fault.
But that's going to backfire.
Just like the
shutdown?
Shutdown,
it's going to backfire in their face. Fucking huge. Huge. Because
the American people are going to be pissed because the only people who are getting any attention these days are illegals and dreamers.
Yeah. I mean, all the good news, totally ignored.
Oh, totally.
Totally ignored.
Like I said, people going back to work.
Detroit is on its way back. I mean, it's never going to be the shining example of what it was.
Well, that's because you can never get American cars. We're not the only ones anymore.
Not even that. It's just
we're a majority.
No. But I mean, Detroit will never be what it was because it was a different time.
We couldn't sell that many cars anymore.
But it's going to be so much better for these people that are living in these horrible conditions. It looks almost third world. Look, they have a lot of the average person in Detroit has to shoulder a lot of the blame themselves. Because they kept voting Democrat as they watched their city. Didn't happen overnight.
Condemned buildings ought to be just torn down, and then instead of renting an apartment, you buy an apartment where it's like a condo almost. Yeah. But you ain't paying fees. You just fucking.
But just give me this for a sec, right? It was over 50 years of Democratic rule. Absolute Democratic rule in Detroit, right?
Yeah.
These people that were union and minorities and stuff that voted Democrat traditionally, right? It didn't happen. Detroit's demise didn't happen overnight. It happened over decades. And they fucking sat there and they watched it go into the shitter. And they kept voting for the same fucking people.
Over and over.
That's your shit. Right. You clean it up. Why is it our responsibility?
I know. Why is the federal government going to pay? That's like I said. I like Trump's tax plan by cutting the people for these people. New Jersey, New York, California.
Yeah.
Why are we paying their fucking taxes?
Their property taxes.
Yeah. So, like I said, he put a cap on it, 10,000. They shouldn't even have that.
10,000 in property taxes. That's around $800 a month.
Right.
In property taxes. The fuck? That's a mortgage in some places.
Like I said, we were paying it. And you know who passed it was somebody in the Obama regime when they had when they had the Senate and shit.
Yeah.
But they didn't tell us anything about the bill because they had the media wouldn't print it.
And you know what? To my younger brother's credit, right? He runs his own business, so he can't write off the same amount on his rent because he's renting to own a nice house. And he's like, this is actually going to hurt me. He goes, but I chose to live in Massachusetts and I choose to stay here. He's like, it's not fair that somebody else is paying my taxes.
Right.
He goes, so on that, he goes, I really can't cry. He goes, I supported, and he did. Mike gave him $2,000.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He put $2,000 into Trump's campaign. He goes, I still support him. He goes, that's the way it goes. It's not always going to be for me. Sometimes I got to take the hit and maybe get something down the road. You know what I mean? It's all give and take.
Right.
And the thing is, he chooses to be there, and he understands that. He can move up here to New Hampshire. He'd definitely be able to fucking get a place where he'd be able to write the whole thing on.
But this is farm country. There aren't many hotels and stuff on the border. There is.
My brother Mike can live anywhere. He could live in fucking North Dakota if he wanted to. They'd give him jobs there. He'd have to travel more. At least is what's really happening right now.
It's congested.
Yeah. Or the West Coast, and he'd never live on the West Coast. But I mean, theoretically, he could live wherever he wants.
I said when I was out there, it was totally different, but I wouldn't want to go out there.
Well, he runs his own business.
Fucking way.
Nah. The West Coast does nothing for me. Zero, zilch. Everyone says,
I can see the gypsies on the beach
and all that,
with all the Mexican illegals living on the beach.
Move to San Francisco. All you're going to do is step over the human shit. Yeah. Right? Dog shit bothers me enough. Human shit? Come on, stop it. Enough. We're talking about the State of the Union address. But anyways.
Look at this shit.
To get back to
the Democrats wouldn't even clap.
Do you what? I forget his name.
When he said it was the lowest black unemployment rate, none of them clapped. The Black Caucus just sat there.
What's his name? He's one of the last blue dog Democrats. I forget his name. I kind of like the guy. You've seen, he's been on
Manchin?
Yes. He went to stand up, and the person next to him
pulled him down.
Like, tapped him. He went to stand and applaud. He was like, oops, and he sat back down. So now the person sitting next to you dictates your emotions, how you feel about something.
He's not even representing the people that voted him in. He's representing the guy next to him.
The guy next to him. Yeah. I don't want to, ruffle anyone's feathers. Fuck you, that's what you're there for.
Yeah, exactly.
Why can't we have like a fucking Congress like they have in like the Philippines and shit, where they hit each other with shoes and shit? That would be the one I'd love. I'd be like, great. This is awesome. Smack it. One slap to the side of Pelosi's head. Actually, it might make her smarter. Because it couldn't make her stupider.
No, you could.
It's like, the old 2 hits with the frying pan.
Never say
the
never.
The first one, you lose your memory. The second one, you get it back. And she looked...
bust off.
He looked so perturbed. It was beautiful, Jim. I'll tell you what. I am not a person to say, a speech moved me or something like that. It did kind of move me a little.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking to myself, if this guy can do 40% of what he's saying on this State of the Union address, I would be so fucking happy. I would be elated. I would think, oh my God.
Through with all the stuff he did.
Yeah, and he kept saying, and I'm calling on Congress and laying it on them, which is great. Lay it on them. Let Congress start doing their fucking job for a change.
Right.
They didn't have to do anything with Obama because everything was done with executive order. Everything. Except for the fucking healthcare thing. which I don't even want to get into.
Well, it took him almost 2 years to pass that thing. Yeah, it was 2010 when it passed. He got in 2009.
Yes, so it took like a year and a half.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Anyways, it's time to put Congress back to work. Everyone hates Congress. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on.
Decades they hated Congress.
They're horrendous. They can't get nothing done.
World War II. You know, that was probably the most they had for Congress because they declared war and said...
Yeah.
And had women working as fucking metal workers and shit.
Yeah, but they did back then. They did things on the fly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They're like, here's the problem.
Let's fix it.
Let's fix it right now.
Right.
We'll work out the bugs. There's going to be bugs. We'll work them out as it goes down the road. But let's do this thing.
That's the army.
And that's why I say everyone's like, oh, you know, fucking this tax bill's only helping the fucking top 10%, top 1% and 3%.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, even if it is.
Well, they own the corporations.
Even if it is, all right? You can still amend it down the road. If it's not working well and jobs aren't coming in and stuff.
Nothing's permanent. Trump did it on purpose that way.
Then amend it. Then make some amendments to it. Revamp it. It's not written in concrete.
No, it is for the corporate tax. That's permanent. But the middle class tax, that's just temporary. I think it'll last 6 years or something.
Let's see how this works, and if it doesn't, let's...
that's what he's saying. Yeah. He's being flexible. He ain't fucking etching it in stone like they would be doing.
That's right.
You know, it's going to lose, and no matter what, we're going to keep it until it does lose.
The healthcare bill.
Yeah.
The fucking Obamacare.
Dragging us down.
They rode that mule a year and a half after it was dead.
Right. And they're still pissed off.
Yeah. And they're mad because we took away the mandate. It's like, well, why penalize somebody for something they can't afford? It's fucking retarded. And Congress is stunned that we don't like them.
Yeah, no, I think the lowest approval than anybody.
They got like a 7% approval rating. 7%? That isn't even in like, now they have polls and it says, well...
That means 95% of the people can't stand them.
Well, at best, right, by margin of error, it means 10% like them. And at worst, it means 4% like them.
Right.
That's not really a good hit-miss ratio.
No, it ain't.
If you were a baseball player or anyone else, and you carried them kind of stats, be fucking not gone. You would literally be crucified. But since they're politicians, it's okay. It's business as usual. And I blame us a lot, too, because we vote inadequate people in because we go, he's better than the other guy. I don't want better than the other guy. I want the best. That's why I voted for Trump. Everyone's like, you don't vote for Trump. He's not going anywhere. You might as well put or fucking Ted Cruz. I'm like, I don't want Jeb Bush. I don't want Ted Cruz. Are they better than Hillary or Clinton?
No.
Yeah, they're better than Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
But I want better than better. Yeah. That's why I voted for Trump.
Exactly.
I deserve it.
I don't think Ted Cruz could have got anything done. It would have been resist with him too.
Yeah, no matter what, the stones to push.
Right. The cojones. No, he doesn't have the finesse.
Well,
he can't capture an audience.
Yeah, he can't.
Everybody's sticking with Trump. His whole base is sticking in and they're throwing some dirt at him.
And don't get me wrong.
I'm saying, when is this going to end? Well, the public's eventually going to turn. But it ain't. They know better.
Ted Cruz would have been
I'm not being played anymore.
Nah, I'm done. Not being played by politicians, which I never was. Not being played by the media.
Right.
Absolutely not. I've surrendered.
Why you never talk to him?
No. Just what I'm hearing. You know what I mean? I'm not listening to the news anymore. I've got so many other sources to get information. Yeah. You want to give them a plug, Jim?
Applebee's,
I get sick there.
quesadilla burgers. They look good.
I got sick at the one in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Oh boy, did I!
That?
Not that. No, I had something completely different. But boy, did I get sick there.
I take it not many people eat there. That's why you get sick.
Oh, I don't know. It was my brother picked the place. He's like, "You want to go to Applebee's?" I was like, "Fuck, it's better than Wendy's." You know what I mean?
Well, they're
I've been
expensive.
going to Wendy's for the last 4
if you're
nights.
from a poor neighborhood, not many people eat there. You're right.
Yeah, it's not that the food was tasted horrible or anything, but I fucking got sick bad, and I don't get sick easy. I mean, I can fucking sit there and chug down vodka, wash it down with some tequila, wash it away.
Jalapenos?
Yeah, I'm not a real hot food guy, but yeah, I imagine I can.
I like the Chinese hot sauce.
Sriracha. The sriracha
mustard,
sauce?
No, the mustard.
Oh, no, do not like that.
I pour that into the apple sauce there.
The duck sauce.
The duck sauce. I mix it up, and I love it. I pour it on everything.
You do know most people outside of New England and New York have no idea what the fuck we're talking about.
What, duck sauce?
Yeah, just the Chinese food we eat is totally different in other parts of the country, Jim.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's different.
It's not the same. If you want, they actually call it New England
chicken wings, and you don't have...
they have them and stuff.
Fried rice?
Just trust me. Go to Virginia and order some Chinese takeout.
I think I went to California and tried it.
California is different. That's real authentic Chinese food. When you go to
that's
California.
in San Francisco, I think you're talking about. I never had it.
But even my buddy Glenn, he lives just outside of San Francisco. Every time he comes here, back to New England, he goes, "I'm going for some New England style Chinese food."
New England style.
That's what they call it. It's New England and New York, unless you go to the chain ones.
Well, you know why? Because the one in Stoneham, that's like the first
China Moon.
China Moon. And then he's got Jane Lamb's.
Jay Lamb's Bill Record.
Yeah, he had family, and all they did was same one in Tewksbury, JD's. They were related.
Ah, yes, right across from the Hotel Caswell.
Yeah, exactly.
The dirty Caswell.
Oh, especially their sweet and sour pork or sweet and sour. All I know is I lose my breath when I try to suck it in. And
I personally had more fun across the street at the Caswell.
I've been there a few nights.
Oh, God.
Didn't want to be, let
what
me tell you.
What a fucking shithole.
Woke up with my brother's girlfriend.
Yeah, where else are you going to bring your 16-year-old date? Didn't even ask for ID. I think it's a bowling alley or something now.
Yeah, it is Super Bowl or something.
Man, they're fuck with everything. Love the
Well, they probably still got hotel there too.
Mm. But it's not near as filthy as it used to be.
Well, it's right off, not far from Route 3.
It's
not
495.
495, yeah.
Where are we at, Jim?
8:56.
Oh, okay. We still got a little time.
Yeah, we do.
What's the last subject you got there? Did we do them all?
I got two more.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, we got the memo.
Yeah, we have to talk about that.
All right, it's being released tomorrow, from what I understand.
No. The House has to vote on it.
No, they already did that.
Trump gave permission. No, we just watched it. Trump gave permission for it to be released. Now the House has to ultimately vote on it.
Oh, okay. Which with Brian, it's going to go through.
Yeah, and it should. Why shouldn't we know?
Right. Why shouldn't we know? You're right. And I don't understand this. He made changes. Why make any changes at all? Let us get the whole full fucking truth, not the edited version.
Yeah, I don't want redacted. I don't want it changed for grammatical errors or
whatever.
No,
but I can see
grammatical
people's names, and like I said,
you can redact that shit, names and stuff.
Right.
Because the people that actually care about, that are going to do something about this, they know the name. But I think we should get the name. Why shouldn't we? If I fuck up, right, I get a drunk driving or something like that, my name's in the newspaper.
Well, look at the FBI release there with Strzok and Page there and saying in Andy's office. So you know who Andy is.
Yeah. They should release the name. They should release it 100% unredacted. Unless there's something about, how they do...
If they're going to die or not.
Or the procedural difference, like a procedural thing that could be used against terrorism or something like that.
Right.
I don't need to know about the procedural way they caught these people.
It's almost time to wrap it up. That's what that's all about.
Alrighty. Just let me finish this thought.
Right? About a minute now.
Oh, okay. People like Pelosi, what's his name? Fucking Booker.
Schumer? Oh, yeah, Cory Booker.
He's calling it treasonous to release it.
Yeah, I know.
Pelosi's saying it's a risk to national security.
It's a bullshit.
No, it isn't. We, the taxpayer, have a right to know if our law enforcement is being weaponized against an incoming president.
You know, it's a risk against national security is trying to impeach the president.
Yeah, when he's done nothing wrong.
He's done absolutely nothing and hasn't been a... Well, how long have they been on this Russian collusion thing?
Over a year now.
Well over a year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Ever since he got elected?
Well, yeah, when he was actually elected. Yeah. He was still president-elect.
That's what that insurance policy was. They got him on their conspiracy.
That was the thing, yeah. They have an insurance policy in case he gets elected.
Yeah.
The
collusion.
Do you know what? Maybe this will fucking wisen up the FISA courts.
Yeah.
So, whoa, we got
like I said, that's why that was brought up in the first place. You know this has happened before. They won't tell us the history.
No.
But this has happened before.
Of course. This isn't the first time.
It ain't the first time.
Maybe against a sitting president or a president-elect.
Right.
But they've abused it probably from its existence. From the day they fucking created it. I don't like stuff being done under the radar. I mean, I understand it has to be, but when shit comes to light...
Yeah, but when you cheat like the Democrats do, you know what I mean? And they all think that, well, we got the answer. They ain't got no fucking answer. You just cheated. You know what I mean? So no matter what you did was wrong.
Yeah, it's sour grapes taken to its highest level. You know what I mean? They were just so upset that Trump won that they went ballistic. They lost their collective shit and really fucked up. And now they're going to have to, hopefully, pay the price for their misdeeds. And in the long run, I think it'll make America a stronger nation. Especially if it takes a whole shitload of Democrats out. Yep. I want blood.
I got a feeling, like I said, there's going to be a lot more Republicans by the November when that comes around. I'm just ashamed that Trey Gowdy gave up.
Yeah.
I really,
I like the guy.
Yeah, he should be tougher than that.
Maybe he's had enough. He wants out.
Like I said, he doesn't like politics. I don't blame him. And that's not him, but still, you've made a difference, buddy. Why leave now? That's like giving up.
Maybe he's going to
throwing in the towel. Maybe that's just
maybe
not
he's got
right.
plans to work somewhere else that he can do more.
Well, why'd he tease us? Come in, show us how to fucking have a Benghazi committee. You know what I mean? Or the same with the... What do we do? Or the Russian investigation?
I'm sure he's prepped his people and stuff. You know,
and still, he just gave up.
No, you can't say that. You don't know all the ins and outs of it.
Well, they're saying, and what he said is
maybe
he doesn't like the politics.
Maybe there's a position for him somewhere else where he's not a politician. Like
he might be opening himself up for
like
justice.
A cabinet member or something. Or justice, you know.
Supreme Court justice.
You know, you don't have to hammer the guy yet. You don't know what his plans are. We got to be just about out of time on this.
We're 2 minutes over. We gotta get out of here, folks. Nice talking to you.
Have a great week, everyone.
Okay,
God
catch
bless
you
the
next
troops.
I was foolish, I was angry, I was fun, I was charming, I was lucky. Tell me